Today we're joined with the expert, Dr. Jin Kai, a research fellow at the Institute of Sinology at Yonsei University, an associate here at the Asia Institute. Welcome, Dr. Jin Kai.
Thank you for inviting.
So I'd like to ask you today a little bit about what are the broader implications of this revolution in virtual reality for our society?
Well, I think the most direct implication from virtual reality is the technology advances will just give so much profit to those pioneers, those smart and very quickly moving companies like Alibaba and Ten Cents in Chinese market.
Right. So tell us a little bit in the Chinese market. How has that evolved, that virtual reality market?
Well, let me give you an example of the increase of Chinese market in internet users in past years. By the end of 2015, there are like 688 million internet users in China. But 5 years ago, there were like a little more than 400 million.
Wow.
And the point is, the new technology users using smartphones, the number doubled in 5 years. So you can see how Chinese people are so enthusiastic in new technologies.
Well, related to that, there was a recent event in the Mobile World Congress, and there was a section, the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2016, at which Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook walked down the aisle, and everyone on each side was in their little virtual reality, wearing these virtual reality glasses. Some people saw this image and they were delighted. This is so exciting, a new future world. But other people were a little bit less sanguine, a little bit more concerned that everyone is now living their own virtual world, and maybe the social structure, the social agreements in our society are being weakened.
Well, I think that's the direction we're moving forward. Actually, this is not only about technology, but also how we live and how we communicate with each other. And it will just has very important influence in politics, international relations, and personal relations also. And we communicate not only through phone calls, but in virtual reality. And I can see each other in virtual reality. That's amazing.
So in the case of United States and China, which share an enormous amount of virtual space and internet space between them, there has been much discussion about this question, and recently there has been some agreement made on the question of cybersecurity and how to assure against cyber theft, although it seems to me it's only the first step.
Well, it is exactly the first step, because cybersecurity issue is something different from the nuclear threats. The weapon is technology and knowledge people can learn from everywhere, from the internet. You can be a hacker by yourself, spend a couple of weeks learning something new. And the point is, this is the initiating part. This is the first stage to have a protocol of kind of code of conduct in deal with the theft. And the other problem is individuals, small companies, non-government organizations can also be a very important actor in cybersecurity issues.
Well, if we think about virtual reality as has these two qualities, it can be both a shared space in which we create a better future, but it can also be a contested battleground, for different players. Not, as you mentioned, not necessarily nation states. They can be individuals or groups within countries or global networks, not always with good intention. So what virtual reality will become is a critical issue for us.
Yes. And I think this is something like a game everybody is playing, but they're not saying we're not playing the game, but actually everybody is playing the game. And the point is there must be some kind of a compromise among major powers, especially between China and the US. Not only China and US, but small states and North Korea maybe.
Well, thank you for your insights today, Dr. Jin Kai. And we will be meeting with you again to talk about other issues here in East Asia. Thank you again.